You guys, I've been reading out of the book of Genesis, and so one thing that I had noticed is like in Genesis chapter 2 verse 5. So this is where God is talking about how he's made creation. And so this is what he says. He said, "Now no shrubs had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God has not sent rain on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground. But streams came up from earth and watered the whole surface of the ground." Now, I just want to pause right there. Now, my thing is like God is so precise in everything he do. Like when he say, "Now no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain." So it's like he could have allowed the shrubs to sprung up. He could have allowed vegetation to appear, but he had a precise plan. Like he knew he did not want to send rain yet because he had no one to work the field. So this is where he goes to say, he said there was no one to work the ground. So God's like, I'm not going to put rain out right now. I'm not going to do vegetation right now until I create man. And so the reason why this kind of resonated for me is because we always have our own plans, but we never ask the plans of God. And so he has a precise plan for your life, his will, the will of God, his will for your life. And so we may although like we wonder what's taking so long for things to like happen for us, God has his own way of doing things. And this is why I go back to where he says, God, the Lord God has not sent rain on the ground, but he allowed streams to came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. So although he didn't allow rain to come to the ground and let vegetation sprung up, he still allowed the streams to water the ground, because as you know, like with proper soil, when you have the proper soil, then your vegetation is available to harvest in the proper form. But when the grass is like wither and dry and stuff like that, then it's kind of hard for the vegetation to produce at a great quality. And so I feel like it's all preparation. So he said, okay, I'm going to allow the streams to water the ground. And so I'm going to get the grass prepared for when I do allow the rain to, you know, sparkle down or rain down. And then I'm going to send vegetation, and then I'm going to allow men to toil the ground. So, well, not toil, but work the ground so that he can, help with the vegetation. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm trying to explain it how I perceived it, but I just feel like God have his way of making everything work in a precise plan. Like everything has to align with each other. Everything has to be in accordance. And so I think when we ask God, hey, the thoughts that I'm having, is this your will? Is